Oh boy.
Matt
here he is.
Oh boy.
Matt McCall
Oh, boy.
is here.
You're not wearing orange?
I'm on this side of it now, Jeff. I have to be somewhat neutral. Like I
you
can't
have to
just go in
appear
there and start
neutral.
gator chomping and like
You just did it.
high-fiving Al
You just
Horford
did
tonight
it.
at the game. Like I
You
can't
know
be
what?
doing that.
The good thing is he's in the middle of us, so we can gator chop him from both sides.
I'm rooting for Florida.
No.
We had their assistant coach as one of my best friends, man.
Oh, well, let's
Now that
talk
Sapphire
about it
was
here.
there.
Now
But
he's one of your best
before,
friends.
Before we get into that, I just want to say, as somebody that has been on this side of it for 2 straight years, watching my favorite team cut down some nets.
I kind of took a hiatus last year from
took some
being
hiatus.
on this side.
Yeah, but listen,
I heard you were terrible, by the way.
That was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
you can go as crazy as you want. You have my permission.
Oh,
You're an alum.
gosh.
You've been there. The last time
Don't
that they won a
listen- hey.
championship, you
Hey,
won the
Matt,
championship
Matt,
with them.
don't listen
You
to
were there.
clowns.
I was there.
Don't listen to
Let's
clowns.
do it.
I had a
I'm
front
giving-
row seat.
I'm giving you
Which
permission.
Al Horford will be in the building, I've heard.
He won't even go
Wow.
crazy. No
He
Chandler
probably won't.
Parsons, no
Chandler
Joakim
Parsons.
Noah, no
Chandler
Billy
Parsons-
Donovan.
I heard Chandler Parsons asked for like 8 tickets and then didn't show up.
He's
So,
not
yeah,
coming.
Not coming. Not
There is
believable.
something poetic about Billy Donovan and the whole Hall of Fame thing,
Very
and now
cool.
Florida's back at it, and that's just it, Matt. We're just talking about it. But before I get into the matchup with you, how has Todd done this in a matter of 3 years?
You know what? When he was hired, I'm sitting here saying, okay, West Coast guy, San Francisco, having a lot of success out there. Is this the right hire? And I said this earlier today on another show.
By the way, you weren't alone. Everyone said.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had been
Except
at Auburn
Sean-
for a
except
couple
Sean
years.
Farnham.
He's been for a couple years, but then he goes back to San Francisco. He's an assistant out there, and then becomes the head coach. But there's a guy that if you talk to any former Florida Gator basketball player from the years 2003 till 2024, who's your favorite human being within the program? It's a guy by the name of Dave Duke Werner. Dave Duke Werner is Coach Donovan's probably best friend. Dave Duke Werner is one of my best friends. If I was ever a high major head coach, I would call him tomorrow and say, you're the chief of staff, give me the number. He gets it. He gets culture. He gets player relationships. He gets it all. He was on the search committee. Scott Strickland listens to Dave Duke Werner. He listens to him. So if Duke is saying, this is the guy,
But how did
now
Duke
I'm
know?
all in.
How did Duke
Because
know?
Duke is a guy that watches press conferences. He's not just a guy that talks to a coach for one time and says, hey, you're the guy. He's dialed in. He'll be in the media room listening to everybody's press conferences. He's really close with Matt Painter, too. They've developed a relationship. Matt Painter calls Dave Duke Werner and asks his advice on certain things and stuff. So when he stamped his approval on it, I'm like, okay, something must be a right fit here if Duke is putting his stamp on this hire.
I said it before, though. It's not like they have crazy NIL.
Nope.
And
Elijah
I worried
Martin
about it.
took less money.
Right. I worried about
Wow.
it because I thought money-wise it was going to be tough going against Bruce Pearl, Nate Oates, John Calipari in the league. I mean, I thought it was a big hill to climb. And, man, has he climbed that hill.
But, Jeff, go back to the 06-07 teams. Noah, Horford, not really that highly recruited guys.
No,
but it was the right fit. They were the right fit. Torian Green.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Nobody.
But they were the right collection of guys that were
Joakim Noah,
couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time.
literally, he had hands of stone.
Yeah. Couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time.
It was.
But it was the right collection of guys that played unselfishly.
Yeah,
That's
and
what this team does.
This team does have that. They have unbelievable chemistry. You could see it when you are, like right now, Walter Clayton's getting all the attention, right?
Right.
As he should.
And Elijah Martin could be. You could see it on his face. He doesn't care. He just wants to win a title.
That's it.
He came there and embraced his role as what? A defensive stopper. That's what Elijah Martin has been for Florida.
Will Richard the other night was, 1 for 7?
Yeah,
What was
did
his
not-
number?
did not have-
Changed
How
the
happy
game.
was he in the locker room after the game?
He changed the game. You know why he changed the game? It was the offensive rebound and the putback. It was the pick six steal that he had. He had another 2 plays where he came up with loose balls. And this is a guy that came from Belmont, and the reason he transferred in from Belmont was like, I can get to the high major level, and this is what's going to get me to the NBA.
But he was so happy in the locker room after the
Yes.
game when they won. And he didn't
They
play
won.
great on the offensive end of the floor.
Nope.
Unselfish.
What's interesting is We talked all season about Janai Broome and his greatness, but what made Auburn the #1 team in the country for the majority of the year was the fact that they had not one, not two, not three, but McCall, these 4 shooters that at any moment could get cooking, whether it's a Chad Baker-Mazara or Tahad Pettiford, who was held to just 1 make on Saturday by Florida's defense. In 2 meetings with Auburn, Florida held them to 14 of 47 from 3. If Florida does something similar defensively tonight against Houston, you have to think with how big Florida is inside. I think rebounding's massive, but Florida has experience of taking out a team that, okay, we know we got to account for these perimeter shooters. We can't let them get cooking because that's so much what Houston's done, Rob.
Yeah, and so much of what the Houston's offense is like it's simple stuff, right? Like they're not running these complex, elaborate sets the way that like UConn does or Creighton does. What they're kind of doing is getting into an action, figuring out which player they want to have the ball, get them in the ball screen. If that doesn't work, get them in a DHO, whatever it is, and let them cook. You got 3 guards that can go create for themselves.
No, you know what Kelvin said his best offense is? He literally said,
yes,
our best offense is offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Okay, so now that I'm going to be able to finish my point, you let these guys take tough shots, and if it goes in, great. And if they miss, you guys go get it.
Right.
And if you can't lay it back in, you know what you do? You kick it right back out.
That was my thing.